Hello, today on DIY with Chris. We're doing the 1-year review for the Sylvania Light kit. You can see the link to the original video review, which has the product being used in our original video. You can click the link here. We're going to be using our 1-year review template, and you can find that at the end of the video as well. Some of the pros that we found for this product after using it for a year are it was very easy to install. It did come with a easy to use remote that had lots of different functions and controls on it. The remote also did make it a lot easier to adjust it from across the room, made it a little bit more convenient instead of having to go to a control box or panel within the wiring or on the product itself. These lights were great for holidays whenever we used them, or just for different rooms, whether it be out in the living room, under the counter, by the couches, or in the bedroom, in order to set some mood. So if you want movie night to go off a little bit better, watching some creepy movies, then you can adjust the color for that using that remote, and it kind of helps set the mood. It does have the different strobe accessories and everything. For holidays like Christmas or Halloween, it's the same thing. You can set it up in the windows and have the strobe lights going on. It's going to be cheaper than your regular bulbs, or the older bulbs if you still have them. New LEDs should be comparable with it, but it can stay there the whole time. These lights are dimmable, so it definitely did make it a lot more gentle on the eyes, whether it be late at night or early in the morning. The last thing I want to wake up to are some very bright colored lights. So if you set your dimmer all the way down the night before to go to sleep, if you're going to keep them on, or right before you turn them off, then the first thing when you turn them on in the morning, they're going to be nice and dim for you. Some of the cons we found for this product, or adjustments that we've had to do, is the sticky adhesive on the back is only a one-time use, and we have moved a couple times now with these actual lights, so we've lost the sticky adhesive on the back. So now we're having to use other hooks. We usually get the little command strips with the hooks on them, and we just run the wiring through that, or run the lights through that. Without the move, we did have some of the adhesive backing that was starting to deteriorate before we ever tried to peel them off. So that adhesive backing does not last a long time, but it does work pretty good. If it does extend the life of it, if you do thoroughly clean the surface that you're using before you apply the adhesive. So if it's dirty at all, it's definitely going to come off much faster than one that you've cleaned that surface on. The power supply station that comes with the kit can only be screwed to a surface. It does not have an adhesive on it. So when we were securing it to some of our items, we had to get those screws and put the holes in some of the items. So we had placed one on the underside of an extending kitchen counter. And we did also place one on the back side of a headboard. So we did have to put the holes in those. It would definitely made it a little bit harder for installation and deinstallation when we were moving compared to the rest of the kit. The power supply station is also much more bulky than the rest of the kit, which makes it stick out a lot more. It is the same color, thank goodness, so it will blend in a little bit more. It doesn't stick out too much. Our kits were just straight white, so it does fit into those white colored backgrounds. If you have different colored walls or other surfaces, it is going to stick out. The last thing that we have a complaint on for this is the actual sensor that reads the remote. So it is a direct line of sight sensor for the remote in order to turn it on or off, or adjust the colors or any of the fade options or modes. It is attached to the power supply station. If you have that power supply station tucked out of sight, then your sensor is also out of sight as well. So that was a very bad placement for the actual sensor. As far as the customer service for this product, we haven't had to use it very much, so I can't comment on that. Precautions for this product. Always follow the directions carefully if you're going to need to cut it into shorter strips. That is an availability for this, and it does have clearly marked items, but make sure that you read your instructions beforehand, because you don't want to damage the light strip before you even use it. You do have to find the exact location you're going to be placing the product before you do so, because due to the adhesive backing, you're only going to get one shot. After that, you're going to have to modify the ways that you're going to mount it. Again, do make sure that you are thoroughly cleaning the surface before you apply the product, otherwise it won't be staying there very long. The only adjustments we had to make to this product were the hooks. We used the command strip hooks due to the adhesive being gone after we moved, so that was the only alteration that we had to make for this product. The warranty and return information for this product is just store specific. I didn't see any warranty or other additional information with the product when we bought it.
DIY with Chris, giving you the tools to do it yourself.
DIY with Chris, giving you the tools to do it yourself.